Good evening, everyone. This is your evening news recap, your nightly news podcast on all the news throughout the day that I come across, giving you my take as somebody who aspires to be a politician in the near future. Hope all of you guys are doing well on today being the 1st of July. We made it to July, everyone. It's definitely been an interesting 7 months of the year, but we made it here. Yeah, that's definitely something. It's been a bit of a slow day. Most of the topics today are just big hitter topics, but let's get right into it. Moving on into the Trump administration segment, as always, we really only have one topic today, as the Trump going to alligator Alcatraz I have put into its own topic. But let's get into the one topic for the Trump administration today, as Trump says he would be looking into deporting Elon Musk. Trump told reporters that his administration will have to take a look at the deporting of Elon Musk due to a feud with the spending bill. Musk is a naturalized citizen, and the Trump administration has recently pushed for the removal of citizenship on some naturalized citizens. Trump said, "We might have to put Doge on Elon." In a response on Twitter, Musk said, "So tempting to escalate this. So tempting. But I will refrain from now. Or for now. My apologies." Later in the day, Trump continued to attack Musk, and as he said, "If Doge looks at Musk's, we're going to save a fortune." I hardly doubt this is going to happen. Elon Musk has too much money for that, to say the least. But if it did happen, I honestly would laugh. I really would. So hard, so hard. I wonder what Elon could say to make this worse. Trump did continue it, but seemingly Elon Musk did not say anything. But I really hope he responds. I really want to know what Elon has to say. Truly, I hope Trump keeps pissing off Elon, because he always has something interesting to say when it happens. He really does. Anyhow, moving on to the budget bill, the Senate Republicans have passed the budget bill. Senate Republicans have passed Trump's big, beautiful bill. The vote was a 51-50, with J.D. Vance being the tiebreaker. Republicans Susan Collins, Rand Paul, Thomas Till, and Thomas Tillis, my apologies, joined the Democrats and voted no. Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska ended up voting yes, throwing her state under the bus. The bill now moves to the House, where they target to vote on it by Wednesday. Even if the House manages to pass the bill, which might not be the case, as many conservatives and moderates are worried about the legislation, they would still need public or to convince the public, as according to Axios, only 23 to 38% of voters actually support the legislation. This bill must not pass. The fact that Lisa Murkowski still voted for the bill, but later said she hopes the House sends it back, is honestly kind of crazy. It's very clear that she had no intention of voting no, and either way. She just wants to look better for her constituents when she voted for a bill that is going to fuck them over. Sorry for the people in Alaska, but it's true. There are going to be things pulled, especially from healthcare, rural hospitals, so much more. And I believe there's much more pulled from, the subsidies subsidies. I can't say that word. People get for living in Alaska every year, and overall, there's just so much. I mean, the bill is going to be bad, bare minimum. It is going to be a horrible bill for the American people. Anyways, we're going to move on into the alligator Alcatraz segment, as we have around two topics here to cover. The first one being Trump has confirmed alligator Alcatraz. Trump today visited the alligator Alcatraz facility in the Florida Everglades and even said he'd like to see more facilities like it. He said, "Well, I think I would like to see, or think I think would like to see." He didn't even say I in this, by the way. He says, "Well, I think would like to see see them in many states, really many states, and at some point they might morph into a system." Officials say the operations will start on Tuesday, and it will eventually hold 5,000 people. Caroline Levitt described the facility on Monday, saying, "There is one road leading in, and the only way out is a one-way flight. It is isolated and surrounded by dangerous wildlife and unforgiving terrain. The facility will have 5,000 beds to house, process, and deport criminal illegal aliens." This is insane. I'll have to, look at more about, or this is insane. I'll have more to talk about, for the cells in a second, but overall, the pictures of this is insane. I hope, we don't see more like this facility, because it is very clear that this facility is going to be a human rights violation, to say the least. It looks like a concentration camp. Genuinely, the photos are eerie. They are terrifying to look at. Like, it just has this off putting vibe to it. It is essentially just a white room with, um, with like chain link cells. I'll have more about it in a second. We're just gonna move right on into that topic now, as images essentially show cages for migrants in Florida. Photos of the Trump alligator Alcatraz displayed Trump standing by the cells for the facility. The cells look to be chain link fences with bunk beds and large rooms, essentially being multiple cages for multiple people. It's hard to tell how many people can actually go into each cell, but there looks to be rows of bunk beds. These cages are insane. Genuinely, it looks terrifying. It's a white room, with bunks. You can hardly tell how many bunks are in each cage. I looked at the best clear image I could get of the cage, and it looked there was maybe 16 bunk beds, maybe more. I could barely tell. But truly, it's crazy. It is and looks like a concentration camp. It looks like somewhere where you send people to die. It looks like somewhere where you pile more than just 5,000 people in there and leave them there. Like, it is disgusting what those images show. It is disgusting what those images look like. It is crazy. If you haven't seen them, please go find an article somewhere, because it is genuinely crazy. What these facilities look like overall. It's terrifying. Yeah, with that being said, that's today's news recap. Not really a lot of news going out throughout the day. I couldn't really find much. Just mostly the heavy hitters of Trump going to Alcatraz, Trump saying he wants to deport Elon Musk, and the budget bill. But overall, it's been an interesting day. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in tomorrow's news recap. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Hell yeah. If you're on Substack, consider pledging your support. All funds go to me. They'll help me pay for the things that I need to pay for in college. But if not, you can always subscribe for free. Truly, I do appreciate all forms of support on this content. It means the world to me that so many of you guys continue to come back out and watch all these videos. But yeah, with that being said, hope you all enjoyed this really short news recap, and I will see you all tomorrow. Later.